Hi guys, how may I meet everybody? It's MicheleMarieDalene. Today, we're going to talk about something, and maybe something that some of the people may not have been aware of, or what's going on with the people that caused me harm on my channel. Because I think some people think it's just YouTube, and I have to tell you that there are people in real life that are taking it as being said literally. And it's causing a lot of consternation. And it's causing problems for me to get access to social assistance. I need to get access to people who can give me help with rides, transportation, and everything. Because people are watching my videos on YouTube and they don't know if you're kidding or serious. Now, so, unfortunately, because I don't know how to undo the damage that has been done, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do right now. But I can tell you one thing, is that I'm going to be doing is, for the next few days, I'm going to be working on some new, I'm just going to put this thing back further, there you go, so you can see more of me. I'm going to be working on some new projects, on my YouTube channel. Am I still going to be live on Tuesday? Possibly. Is Lumi still going to be live on Wednesday? Possibly. Or maybe Lumi will be live Friday. I don't know. She hasn't really been very clear about that yet. But the thing is that what people don't realize is sometimes what happens on the internet transcends the internet and becomes real life, and that can be a really bad thing, because if you can't tell the difference between the internet and the real life, you could be in deep trouble. By the way, you're probably wondering why I'm in McDonald's. It's because it's Sunday morning and I happen to have gotten up early enough that before it starts to rain, I wanted to come down here and get something to eat. I did not go to McDonald's yesterday. I just stayed home. So I wanted to get something to eat. After all, you got this Sunday, which is Father's Day, and happy Father's Day to my dad up there on the other side. I'm sorry, I can't give you a card on the other side. But anyway, the point is that so all the damage that was being done, I think people were doing it in part because they thought it was funny. But the sad truth is it's becoming real. And, you talk about the fourth wall. Oh, unfortunately, some people can't tell the difference between what's real and what's made up. And so the real people really think I am a Nazi, racist, supremacist person that supports, all this bad stuff. I don't. I do not support that in real life. And I don't know how I'm supposed to undo the damage, because it's been it's been pretty bad. Locally, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I might have to consider moving away from Winston, because I can't get the social assistance I need here now because of all that's been going on YouTube. I can get some limited transportation, but it's we already knew that was a problem anyway, but it's certainly becoming more of one now. And so I wanted to address that concern with you. Now, today I'm going to be working on a project as part of a video demonstration, but I'm running into some minor mites on getting the video demonstration to be usable. And let me just give you a quick recap of what it is. What it is I tried to show it last night on the internet and I had problems, which was I couldn't seem to get the Linux working. Well, I got the Linux working, I got Windows XP working, I got MS-DOS 6.2 working, I got CPM 86 working, kind of. Kind of is the problem, because for some reason, when I try to move files between the different computers, each one of these computers has got its own file format. The only ones that are standardized is Windows, Linux, and MS-DOS 6.22. CPM 86 does not use any of the standard floppy formats. In fact, the floppy disks are 5¼ inch by 360K. That sounds good. Only problem is, well, it's not letting me write the files to the machine. It keeps crapping out on me. And so I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to get the files transferred from machine A to machine B to machine C to machine D, whatever. So it really kind of disappoints me that I can't get the demonstration working the way I wanted to get it. But since I'm here, I'm also talking about why would you want to have a virtual machine with multiple operating systems on it running at the same time? Well, as you know, many days now, we've had computers that have gotten faster and more capable and more memory. And in some cases, we don't need as much of the resources that we have available to us. After all, if you got 64-bit machines, you could have an unyielding amount of storage. Okay, processors are going as fast as 4 gigahertz, and hard drives are in the terabyte sizes. So the one nice thing is, if you're using a virtual emulator like VirtualBox, example, is that you can actually let some of the excess storage, processor, and disk space be used to store and operate alternative operating systems. Apple provides something similar to Parallels and Boot Camp. Boot Camp is more specifically where you just boot right from Mac OS X to Windows, and then you reboot again. It can go back to Mac OS X and so on and so forth. Parallels, as it implies, lets you run them both simultaneously. Now, the one thing about virtual machines that make them great is the fact is that because they are virtual machines, they are basically in Linux we call this a chroot jail. Okay, in other words, they're totally independent of the main machine, so nothing can be transferred directly from machine to machine. So viruses, Trojans, spyware, and stuff like that on the Windows XP partition is not going to go affect the Mac OS, even if it wanted to, because number one, they are completely independent of each other, so you can't be affected. I mean, you can be if you do some stupid stuff, but I'm talking about by default, it's not set to be that transparent. Unfortunately, with CPM 86, there is no easy way to transfer files from CPM 86 to the MS-DOS side of things. First of all, CPM 86 is limited to a hard drive size of 8 megabytes. Number two, the other thing is the floppy drive format is different. It is not MS-DOS type format for floppy. And because of those two reasons, that means that you're not going to be able to easily do a lot of things. There are other emulators. There's 22Nice, which is great if you want to run CPM 80 software like CPM 2.2 or CPM 3, but it doesn't do no good if you want to use a native 8086 version, because 22Nice is designed to run simulate 8080, not 8086. So there's a completely different platform, and that's one thing that now I'm trying to do is just try to get the operating systems I have mentioned: Linux, which is the latest Debian 9.9, Windows XP, MS-DOS 6.22, and CPM 86 version 1.1 to run independently, but still have a centralized way that they can access files. And the only thing I can do at this point, with the case of the Linux and the CPM 2.2, I'm sorry, with the MS-DOS 6.22 in Windows, is I can set up either I can make disk images of files I want to move from point A to point B, and I did try that. That works fine. Or B, I can use, especially with Windows XP and with Linux, I can use Windows for workgroups, and I can do things that way and be able to access things through the Windows file system, WFS, and that works. But I can't seem to figure out what's the ideal solution for the CPM 86, because the only thing I can think of for CPM 86 that is directly usable at this point would be to maybe use a terminal program like Modem 7 by Ward Christensen to access the serial driver, but I have to make sure I find the one that has the proper overlay for this IBM PC. If I get the wrong overlay for the BIOS, it's not going to do me crap. So that means I also will have to initialize at least one floppy drive. Everything is, with that is, I only have one USB dongle to access a floppy drive. I lost the other one. I don't know where it went to. I think I sold it at the tag sale a couple years ago, about a year ago when Nikki was here. And unfortunately, I really could have used the second dongle, but I don't have it, so I think it'll work. So all this stuff that I'm talking about is this is more of a mental exercise. In other words, I like to do these kind of questions like, how can you do this and given the situation? It's kind of like solving a mystery. There's nothing wrong with that. It keeps your mind busy. You start to think outside the box, which is fine. You think outside the box, you come up with a new idea, and maybe, just maybe, you'll get it right, and maybe you won't. I don't know. So I'm still going to try to work on that demo today, because it's supposedly going to rain again today after 11 o'clock this morning. So I'm going to probably go home. By the way, in case you wanted to know how many sausages I could cheese with pumpkins I did today, I ate 4 of them. Why 4? Oh, they're $2 off for a pack of 2. So, and I didn't eat it all last night. And I figured I was very, very hungry. So I figured eat 4 of them, and obviously this coffee, and then I can go ahead, go home, work on a computer project some more, and depending on how I feel later on today, if I can at least come up with a workaround, then we can work on that demonstration with the virtual emulator and see how that goes. And that's what I'm going to do. And I figure it's a lot better than sitting there and talking about the crap we've been talking about on my channel for the last few months. It really doesn't make me feel very nice to realize that majority of my user base, many of them came to my channel for technical reasons. They wanted to do technical things, and all they've been listening to is anything but. So I think that I want to try to get more of the technical stuff in. Because that's the real reason why my channel was created. But for now, I guess I'll do it for now. Alright, so the point is that I'm going to talk to you later. I just wanted to just try to explain to you, as I said, the 2 issues. And yeah, we probably will have a live stream on Tuesday. But I do wish that I didn't have to keep dealing with the same old BS. So, what's the next choice? If I want to live stream, well, Twitch. There's one way. I could stream on Twitch, and then, which because it seems now that the trolls have decided that they want nothing to do with Twitch. Perfect. I stream on Twitch and I upload the video to YouTube. And then eventually, when we start getting the YouTube, when Twitch people start coming in, and we can start expanding to more people. But the only problem is Lumi's not set to do Twitch. No. Okay. So she's still going to be streaming on YouTube. So that's another idea we can try. The last few shows I've been streaming on both, by the way. Alright, well that's it for now. I hope you enjoy your Father's Day, guys. I will see you all on Tuesday, one way or another. Okay? Bye-bye.